Hello everyone and welcome to Dueling with Downton, and today we'll be giving you a brief overview of maximum summoning and how it works as more information has come to light about this new summoning mechanic from the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's anime series. This is all thanks to an article posted by YG Organization, and the link to this article will be in the description and pinned in the comment section. So all credit goes to them, and if you want to go check out the original article, then obviously feel free to do so. Before I start, I do want to state that this video is technically classified as a spoiler. So if you don't want to be spoiled as to what pertains to maximum summoning, and wait until the episode actually airs explaining it to us, then by all means please find another video on this channel and go check that out. I'll count to 5 and then we'll get started. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So then, before I start this video, let's just talk about a few terms that I'm going to be using. And then we'll go over these terms and kind of give you my thoughts and opinion on each of these as we go along. So first of all, maximum monsters. Maximum monsters are monsters with maximum written on them, and in turn known as maximum monsters. To summon a special monster in the form of maximum monster, you do need to use 3 specific maximum monster cards. This, of course, was shown in episode 23 to us, when Nail used 3 specific monsters like these in order to maximum summon his giant monster. And honestly, I quite like that. It almost reminds me a little bit of, like Rainbow Dragon. You had to have a certain amount of crystal beasts in order to summon the main boss monster that is Rainbow Dragon. Pretty cool. The next term I'm going to be looking at is, of course, maximum summoning. This, of course, is the summoning method. This is how to maximum summoning. First of all, you need to assemble all 3 maximum monster cards that you need in your hand. That's right, they have to be in your hand and not on the field. During your main phase, you special summon these 3 specific cards at the same time, from your hand to your field. If you already control monsters on your side of the field, then you can send them to the graveyard to maximum summon. This is really cool because it stops you from locking yourself from being stopped from maximum summoning. I like this because, again, there are some archetypes out there that make your opponent have monsters on the field. So if your opponent wants to try and maximum summon and your plan is to stop them by giving your opponent monsters, that ain't gonna work anymore. So, yeah, pretty cool stipulation, pretty good rule, if I'm honest. Now, the other term that we need to look at is maximum mode. So the maximum monsters have their own mode. This is the same way as other monsters would have multiple effects that are basically, reliant and specific to the monster. While in maximum mode, maximum monsters have this ultra power, and these ultra modes / powers are graded as 1, ultra 2 and ultra 3. Another way to view these, however, are conditions, as maximum monsters have to abide by certain rules and stipulations that lock the ultra mode into doing certain things. So let's take a look at some of these ultra modes. So ultra 1. Maximum monsters can only be in attack position. This is simply because maximum monsters and maximum mode does not have, maximum mode does not have a defense stat, because their overwhelming power and attack points are just that high, they don't need it. This kind of resembles Link summoning, because Link monsters never really had any defense stats. You couldn't put them in defense mode. Ultra 2, overwhelming attack. If you're in a maximum mode, their attack power is the maximum attack printed on the center card. So again, if we take a look at Nail's 3 maximum monsters, then the middle card has the word maximum mode written on it with an attack stat. That then is the attack stat of the overall maximum monster and what it is once it's in maximum mode. So then Ultra 3 is the monster's effect. You can use all of the monster's effects written on each of the maximum monsters card when you're in maximum mode. That's pretty strong, being able to use 3 maximum card effects at once. Well, So then we've taken a look at how to do maximum summoning. We've taken a look at some of the different ultra modes and what maximum mode actually is. So now let's look at some of the cool and interesting features the maximum mode has to offer. So when referring to the name, level, attribute and type of monster while in maximum mode, you have to check and refer to the center card. The 3 monsters in maximum mode are treated as 1 card. So even if you have 3 cards on your field like this, you can it's technically only 1. You cannot line up maximum mode monsters with other monsters. So say for example you have 2 different types of maximum summoning in your deck. You've got, say, Yugioh's maximum summon monster, because we know that he's going to get it. We don't know what it is yet, specifically from the anime point of view, but we know that he's definitely going to get one because he's the main protagonist. And you have nails in your deck at the same time. You can't merge the 2 together to make some weird kind of hybrid monster. So I thought that was pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of Legion summoning from Cardfight Vanguard, in where you have to have a specific monster that correlates with the main monster that is on your Vanguard circle. So again, I like that similarity. When you have a maximum mode monster, you can tribute a maximum mode monster to tribute summon a level 5 or level 6 from your hand. If you do, all 3 maximum monsters you control are sent to the graveyard. Now this makes a lot of sense, because say for example you maximum summon, you get your level 10, your level 3 and your level 4 onto the field, and then you decide, hold on a minute, I want to only keep the level 4 and level 10 on the field, so I'm going to tribute summon my level 3 and get a level 5 or 6 out. That would then make you very strong and in a very good position, because you go from having 1 card, because maximum mode is treated as 1 card, to having 3 quite strong monsters. So yeah, good rule, good implementation, good damage control when looking at how the game works and keeping it balanced. If you use a maximum monster as a regular monster, so you don't maximum summon, you just play one of the maximum monsters as a normal monster, you can normal summon, normal set, and special summon this card, and then their stats are based on whatever is written at the card. So basically here, if you were to play the level 3 monster, then the attack points at the bottom of the card is just treated like a normal monster, not as a maximum mode. Now, it's worth noting you can't go into maximum mode by summoning all 3 monsters to the field. You always have to have the 3 cards in your hand in order to maximum summon. So, if you wish to go into maximum mode, you can't have your level 10 on the field and wait for the other 2 cards to be in your hand and put them down as well next to it. That would just be treated as 3 individual maximum monster cards being regular monsters. So I like that, because again, it does keep it from having players go, okay, I'll get my strong monster onto the field first, I'll sit there, I'll defend, and I'll just wait until I get the other pieces. So again, good damage control, good balance of the game that makes it kind of work a lot nicer. And lastly, if you activate the effects written on each of the card once per turn, the continuous effects are still applied. There are effects that are continuous even without declaring activation. However, if you have 3 effects in maximum mode, the monster is still treated as 1 card, so you can only attack once per turn, because the attack stat again is really high when you're in maximum mode. Still though, not really that big of an issue. You just basically have 1 massive attack instead of having 3 individual kind of similar attacked. Yeah. So there you have it. A bit more information about Rush Duel's maximum summoning. Like I said, the key features and the key kind of words to kind of remember: maximum monsters, which are the monsters used to maximum summon, which is the actual summoning method, and the fact you have to have all 3 maximum monsters in your hand, and then maximum mode is the mode that you go into once you maximum summon, and all of its attribute stats and attack are all dependent on the center card. So again, if you wish to find out a little bit more and you wish to read it all for yourself, the article is linked kind of pretty much throughout this video, so go check that out. And thank you again to YG Organization for presenting the information and kind of updating us on the situation. However, if you liked this video and you found it informative and interesting, then why not consider hitting that like button? And if you're new, why not subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video from me? Go check out one of my other Yu-Gi-Oh related content videos. And yeah, by all means, have a great day and I'll catch you next time. Alligator matane. Goodbye.